Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where we're building the biggest transportation company in the whole of the United Kingdom and technically now Ireland, as we're now witnessing the passenger train line that we implemented all the way from Cork to Belfast, boys. And it is zooming right now. It is zooming. Now, this allowed us to connect up a bunch of cities in Ireland, which brings them all to the two shipping routes that go from Dublin and Belfast directly to Liverpool. So now we have this great connection to Ireland. Lots of people can travel to and from the two countries right now, expanding our transportation network. Now, today, I kind of want to do like a little bit of a 360, and I want to focus on cargo. We don't have many cargo routes in, and I think it's time that we start adding some more in right now. Now, what I want to do is I want to build Birmingham up even more. This is my hometown, my home city right now, so I'm always going to show Birmingham more love than any other city in the UK. But I believe Birmingham is currently the biggest town in terms of city size. It is. London's not too far behind, and then it's Liverpool, Canterbury, and so on and so on. Now, all of these cities that are in the top three, London and Liverpool, have some type of good being delivered to it. Birmingham does not. And it currently requires right now food and machines. Now, with food and machines being delivered to it, we could make Birmingham grow even more than it is right now. And that absolutely terrifies me. It really does terrify me right now how big this city could potentially go. The target size is 5,100. We can add another extra 1,000 people onto it. I think it's mainly the road networks and layouts, and we've got to sort some of the buildings out. But let's just forget that for a moment, because Birmingham needs food and it needs machines. Now, we're going to figure out how we can filter all this in. Machines, there's a machine plant right here, which we can utilize, which will require planks and steel. There is a planks factory or sawmill just over here as well. And we did have a steel mill set up over there, which we could bring some goods in. There is a possibility of us, extending and expanding the amount of goods that do get delivered, because it can level up by one more for having one more destination. So that might be a good one to kind of connect off and bring over to here. That pretty much then solves the steel. If I can set up a nice little run here for the planks, it's going to get its machines, and all we got to do then is bring it into Birmingham, and then we've got it. Yes, boys. Then the only other issue then will be food. Now, the food, we're currently feeding London right now with that food line, so I won't touch that. There's a farm just here, but no food processing plant. There's another farm just over there. It might be a case where we have to look towards Ireland and maybe stealing some of their goods. Oh, look at all them farms around here into this processing plant. I can steal it from Limerick. Okay. So let's set this up then. I'm kind of going to work a little bit backwards. We'll start to where it needs to be delivered and work our way to where we then pick it all up. And we're probably going to have or need more coal coming in, but I can add more trains to these lines because there's lots on the kind of platform anyway. Right, I think it's going to be quite easy. So once we, like I said, we're gonna work backwards right now. So I'll pretty much start with delivering the machines to here. Once I got this route set up, I can then figure out how everything all flows. So there's a lot going on right now. If you are enjoying the series, smash that like button down below. If you're new in here, make sure you do subscribe to get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, Birmingham wants to grow. Oh boy, does it want to grow right now. And we've got some awkward road layouts around here. I don't know whether this is something that maybe I kind of delete and redo on this side, because it kind of loses its grid formatting and the grid effect. It could be a case where we need to upgrade all the roads on the inside to get some bigger buildings being built. But I need to first figure out then, once I get the machines, how do I bring them in and what side of Birmingham requires it? Is it this station that will be best fitted or that station? So easiest thing to do is go to place down a cargo station. You can see it's all this side over here. So if I can get a cargo platform in this station here, then we are going to be a winner chicken dinner. But I don't know if you can get an elevated cargo platform. Oh no, you can't get an elevated cargo platform. Platforms. Cargo. Wait, platforms? Where's cargo in general? Cargo buildings. Miscellaneous. Platforms. Wait, can we not get an elevated cargo platform? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. So by that logic then, we're not having any elevated cargo at all. Right, interesting. So maybe then we can kind of implement this station here as where the machines goes back and forth. We can also drop off some goods, and yeah, there could be something here that we could do to kind of work this all out. Right, okay, so let's delete this road because we're going to redo it anyway. So hasta la vista, baby. And we'll build our first road here. So let's see how far or how close do I need to get for it to technically connect. So that there, is that touching? Yes, okay, that's touching there. So that shows us right now that if I build a station here, then it's going to collect everything from there. So if I just delete all of this for just a split second, and then we go ahead and build a train station. Now the cargo train station here, it needs to have, we'll make it quite long and 2 tracks, it needs to have the ability to drop off the machines, but also pick up the wood. So just by simply doing that is more than I need it to do. So if I place it just there. Now, it is going to need to also connect to the city, but, oh, actually thinking about that right now, I'm going to need to connect it quite a lot to the city. So if I just delete that, and let's just figure out a road of where I can run. If I brought it down this road here, for example, because it's where the machines drop off, is where it gets its demand from. Spin this right round, and then do it this way instead. So if I bring that, if I bring it there, it's not much of a radius that it picks up from. So maybe I don't combine these. Maybe I just have this one as a complete separate. And it'd probably be better off if I kind of indented it slightly and created my own train line. Which means we're going to have to see some deletings, some deletions, some oofings right now. So this is going to cause some problems now, okay? It's going to cause some serious problems. But let me just see how far I can put this in. Because I want to make sure that I can get maximum coverage for this train line. Now, it hasn't got to be super long. Because that actually fits underneath. Right, if I put it there, I'll make it a little bit long because it's all about the connections to the buildings and stuff like that. So if I put you here, so if I built that there, you can then see if I select the train station, the radius that it gets. It's not much of a radius, but we can definitely make it a little bit longer by adding some additional connections to it with the buildings. So we want the cargo buildings, and I'm hoping these will touch the road? No? Oh no. Right, if I put you here, actually thinking about it, I'm also going to do like a little bit of a platform this side as well. So we can make it touch both sides. So cargo buildings. Oof. Okay, we might have to do the miscellaneous little kind of footstep things. All this just to connect to here, so it gets a bit more radius there and a bit more radius there. It's just the little things you've got to do. It's the little things, boys. So we're not actually going to get up to there. This is that. I don't think this is going to work. I think the elevation change is too much for it. So let's see what I can do here then with the elevation. Who would have thought that this would have been a pain? Right, smoothing in. How big is the elevation change? I mean, it's not... Oh, okay, I see what the issue was now. Now I see what the issue was. Right, it's because I kind of clipped it up to there and it drops down. Right, okay, so if I go 2 track sides then, so we've got like a big enough space to work with. If I put it there, it creates a awkward drop. So I'm actually going to take it in by 1 more. So 1 more... Oh, look at the raise it creates, though. It is quite painful, isn't it, watching that drop? Right, let me delete... Can I delete all these... Oh, I don't want to delete all these buildings. I'm not liking this now. I'm not liking it. Maybe this is the way to go... Oh, do you know what? Actually, no. Scrap those ideas. I could do a side station. So if I implemented this here... No, because it's still going to elevate on that one side. I just don't think you're going to win that well. I don't think you're going to win that well. But having a side station might be the way to go forward. I'm actually placing it here. Right, okay, so scrap everything I just said. Scrap it all, boys. It doesn't mean nothing no more. And then we're going to add the buildings over here. So cargo buildings. And I'll go for something kind of reasonable. There we go. Now, I'll go up a little bit further as well. As far as we can go, both of these. Getting additional connections in. And then I wonder if I'm able to extend one platform up a little bit. We'll extend the tracks on the one side. Because definitely not going to be able to get the... Oh, I don't know. Could I get the platform going up here as well? Okay, I can. Okay. Tracks. Bam, bam, bam. Now, it all comes down to the buildings and how these buildings are going to be placed in. Oh, that works perfect. Oh, okay. Can I get one there? No. Right. If I can squeeze it... No, I can't. I'm asking too much now. But I managed to get a little bit extra there anyway. So look at the radius now. The radius is a lot bigger for where it drops off the machines. But now I've got the issue with the tram line going through. But let's just get this station next. So building-wise... Now, this needs to be super, super long. All right, spin it right round. And I'm going to place it just there. Which should give us the bend. So bringing this straight out. Bringing that down. Now, we're not going to utilize or bring the track into this side. Worst case scenario, we have this second one going like that. Because the other train coming in here is going to stay on that platform. That's a bit of a dead platform, but we'll leave it like that anyway. So, I can now sort the roads back out. So, this is going to go across. So, if I bring this... Right, if we bring first this across this way. And then bring you... like that. I mean, it's not great. If I'm completely honest with you. It's not great. You can see where this is meant to run into that one. So, I might do... some minor adjustments. Some minor adjustments, boys. Straight across there. That's going to go into there. And then we just need to... street constructions, or is it tools? I need to add the tram track. Like that. And then it's back to normal then. It's pretty much back to normal. So, we'll go from there. Put it back into play mode then. As if nothing even happened. And then we're going to create a system that allows us to take goods that way, but also bring this train line in. That's really high, isn't it? That does seem really high there. So, train track's going to come across here. It needs to get into there. But I also need it to kind of have it all bend this way. So, it's going to be like almost like a big V here. A big Y-shaped system. And we'll definitely come slipping down here as well. So, if I delete this road, we, at the moment, do not need it. And then back to the trains, buildings, stations, super long. What am I dragging about here? If I pull it like that. So if I pull it like that, I can then create the little V that we need. Yes. This should all come together. It should all come together. Okay, so bringing the train track down this way first. And then we'll bend this down and round, bringing this all the way out as well. Just to there. We then need to create a system that runs down this way. And I'm hoping this will be okay. I'm not going to, like, bridge it up. We'll terrain it. So down like that. And then this, we'll see what we can do here for it, like a straight standard bending connection. So coming out to there. Bending right round. And then continuing this way. Right, it should all work. It should all work perfectly fine. Where's that snap in here? Is it just there? Yes. So dropping the signals down, then we shouldn't see any issues with our cargo trains now all running through. It's just on this side is where we're going to have to make it kind of go underground in reality. That's what we got to do. So same with this then. If I push this, now this is going to put machines on the platform. So if I move it down a little bit, and then streets, bring this road down, connecting. That should then connect, which is fine, but it's far enough back where we're hoping that it will go under as a tunnel. He says. Or not. Okay. What I can do is I can configure this back and delete a little bit backwards and then extend the platform the opposite way. Just to give us like a little bit more room to try and implement the underground. There we go. Perfect. So we need to get this connected up to over there. So I'll see what the game suggests first. So it's all underground, all underground, all underground, and then pops up just there. I'll take that. That's fine. Cost me it's a $2 million tunnel, that is. There we go. And that's now all connected. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So all I've got to do next is run a train station to connect into there to there. So we'll have the wood train will pick up here, drop off, pick up here, drop off, and just keep going back and forth between those two. Simple, right? And then the steel, I mean, when it produces the planks, then the train will take then the planks from there, drop them off there, all good. Now the steel one can come from all the way over here, but we need to connect the line up. So the line will have to probably bend off this way unless we continue to go through here to connect to this oil run. But then the station's just... Oh, actually you can bring it through here and connect through the station for the wood. Oh, it's all coming together too easy. Way too easy. But I might need to reconfigure... Oh no, this is set up as if there is going to be a bypassing station. Now that one should be set up with a bypassing route anyway. Okay, right, yeah, I see it all now. This is too easy. It was almost like it was meant to happen. It's almost like it was meant to happen. Right. Let's get back on it. Spin this... Oh, wrong button. Spin this right round. So if I place this like there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to quickly configure this train line. Because it needs to have the bypassing station. There we go. Oh, configure. I forgot to add the track on, didn't I? Right, where's the tracks? There we go. And then we'll delete this bit of road. We'll delete that bit of road there. And then all we got to do is bend these in. So tracks. So the station's on that side. So that there is the bypassing route. Now the train won't come this way, so I don't need to kind of do the connection in. It goes through this way. So if I first have this match up to there. Oh, I'm going to have to do this as a bypassing one as well, aren't I? I've just remembered this needs to be bypassing too. Right, so quickly configure this and delete. Now I know it's different types of train lines right now. I know one's high speed and one's not. But it's an easy fix. It's an easy upgrade. So if I delete from here. And then that would then just merge into here. But obviously we can't forget the crissy-crosses and all the stations. Right, there we go. So then that there runs all the way to over here. And then this going this way. So we won't have to do a crisscross there because it's not leading out that way. But we will do. We only have to do it where a crisscross where it connects in from the station. And then that should be fine because the crisscross takes place there. Right. I think we've pretty much got all the train line in, believe it or not. It's just going to take a proper configuration setup right now to make sure it's all okay. So I'll do a crisscross, even though we're not doing anything with here, I've got to do a crisscross on this section. For when the train changes tracks when it leaves the station. Now this one, I did say I'm not going to do a bypassing route, but I'm gonna, because I'd rather get it in and have just continuous free-flowing trains than the other issues that we're probably going to see from it. So it'll allow me now to sort out the actual train. I should have done it because, thinking about it, I've awkwardly built this. I should have set it up correctly. Alright, not the end of the world. So bending you in. No bridge. There we go. So then that will connect in. Easy as it comes. And then this is a simple connect in. And then, can I do the crisscross here? Apparently no, I can't. Apparently no. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Well, I think that may be why the reason I couldn't do a good setup there. Right, it doesn't overlap, does it? No. Okay. I'll do it here anyway, just to be on the safe side. Oh, don't do this to me. Come on, we're so close. We can be friends. Too much of a slope. I get it, because it doesn't like to kind of do it on bends sometimes. I would have thought we could have done it here, though. Oh, I've gone longer. Ah, there we go. I just went a little bit longer, and it all worked out in the end. Right, as much as it's probably annoying you with the mishmash in train tracks, we're both going to have to put up with it for just a moment, okay? So that's all in. That pretty much sets us all up right now to feed Birmingham with machines. It's just going to take a little bit more configurations to get it all to work and get the timings all done as well. So let's get the train depot in to begin with. But then again, doesn't the train depot down here, where is it? We can utilize that one, can't we? Yeah, so I'll just set up the runs. So, okay, we'll do the wood one first. So, new line. So, it goes from there to here, there to here, and then back again. There's already an issue. Oh, yes. I've got to connect that way. Right. I should have realized. Right, there we go. So, that run then, we'll change it to brown, because it's going to be doing wood. It's going to be doing wood stuff. And then, yeah, perfect there. Gets into over on this side. Oh, do you know what actually we need to do first? Signals. Now, not saying we're going to have multiple trains, but I'm always making sure and I'm conscious that we are preparing for the signal stuff. For having multiple trains, sorry. So it's mainly this big Y section I've got to set up. So that way. So bam, 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 bam. Right, there we go. That's all that done. We'll stop there. We'll zoom in a bit. We'll stop just there. Do one in the middle. That's all that taken care of. Do one just here. One there and there. And then one just here before the crissy crossies. And then last little section is just then here. Right. Okay. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, where was we with that line then? So that should now double on it, or double back on itself. So Lower Cambridge, it starts over here. Picks up the wood, chugs along, has to then dive into this side, which I'm thinking maybe we add the second platform on it on this side. Because then I can utilize both sides of the station depending on which way they're running. Yeah, that would probably work out a lot better. So it's just trying to make it as efficient as we can. Because then he hasn't got to keep crossing over on the tracks if there's another train there waiting. So if I just quickly sort this out then. So I won't have to do anything else apart from just connecting the line. Like that. And then in just there. So back on the line itself then. So when it goes this way to Sheffield South, it will be number 2. So it hasn't got to cross the line. It will just come in this side and then skedoodle out. Stakes on the same side of the tracks and then in. That one's done. And we're going to call this... Now, it's all leading to Birmingham, okay? It's all leading to Birmingham. So I'm going to call it our Birmingham Wood. Simple, easy. Should do what it needs to do. So I'll buy a train for that then. We'll get this all kind of set up. Again, I'm still sticking to diesel at the moment. We're still sticking with diesel. We need the flat car with stakes, and we're going to get a capacity of 200. So buy that, Birmingham Wood, do its thing. And then we should start seeing on those 2 platforms then, I can already see it on this one down here, wood being placed on the platform. Same over here as well. That train's now going to skedoodle out, which is just there, taking over. And that will do its thing. So picking up the wood, back and forth, dropping it off there, and the sawmill will then start producing planks. Which then what I got to do is set up a simple train just to kind of pick up, drop off. Pick up, drop off. That's all that train's got to do. Now you could probably combine it where it picks up, drops off, picks up the machines, brings it down. But that never works. And I'll tell you why right now. One, it's different cargo trailers it needs to carry. And for every 100 I drop off, it only makes 50 coming back. So it's easier just to have separate trains. It really is easier just to have separate trains. Now you could combine it with the state cars, where they pick up the steel, and you can pick up that as well on the way over to drop it off. But if that train's full, it will never pick up any wood. So you got to be a little bit careful with that. So another new line. And we are... This new thing as well. It's like, do I keep it separate from this? No's the answer. Not at the moment. It depends on how crazy and how much demand we're going to need. So this is dropping off planks then. So we'll go for like a lighter brown. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we'll call this one our Birmingham planks. Now this is not going to carry as much as the other trains. But, so we'll for now just give it 100 capacity. So cargo wise, these carry the planks. So we'll give it 100 capacity. And then we'll come back and adjust them as we need to do it. We'll adjust them as time goes on. So that drops the planks off there. And then all this now requires then is the steel. So we're going to have to create a route. So a new line. Which I'm thinking I'm going to add an additional platform on this. So configure this. Tracks. And we'll place it on this side. Like that. And then hopefully there's no issues with bending this in. So all I've got to do is connect it in like that there. Because the crisscross is just there. And that will do what I need it to do. So add it in just here. Now this is carrying the steel, so I'll make it white. Or like a lightish grey. That's more of like a light blue, isn't it? And that's going to drop it all the way off to over here. Now that's some distance it has to travel. So I think the idea behind it would be having a 200 capacity on that as well. Right, so buy a train for this. Diesel, Cargo. So we're doing 200 in steel and 100 in planks to that machine's factory. But because of the shorter distance... Oh, that's line 2 now, isn't it? Because of the shorter distance the planks are, it can carry multiple a lot quicker. So that's it. And I've got to rename that line, by the way. Where's this line, by the way? Oh, it's our Irish route. Well, actually, it's our Belfast to Cork. So we call it Belfast to Cork. And then we're going to call this one our Birmingham Steel. Birmingham Steel. So everything related to making the machines for Birmingham, that's what we're going to pretty much call it and set it all up. So we'll give that some time then, just to kind of do its thing. It does now mean that this factory here will level up. Because all of a sudden now, it's got 2 destinations for its steel. Which means that we need to up the numbers coming into it. Now, the biggest issue right now is currently the coal train. So let's edit this. And we need to get it kind of delivering the same amount of coal that it does with the iron ore. So we'll add a capacity of 200. And then see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. So that's coming out. That one comes in. And then once it drops off the coal, we'll hopefully see some being produced for the other side, or for both platforms now. Actually, one's for the harbour, the other one's for the train, because it goes in different destinations. So that should hopefully now start producing a little bit of steel. There we go. We got our first bit of steel on the train route. So you just got to give this time. It could be a case where we need to feed in multiple trains. I do have a little bit of a backup of a second coal mine just there, because this is using 2 coal mines, and there's also a third one and a fourth one if I really wanted to go into it. So that gives us a few options and a few potential opportunities. So I'll give it time. The only thing I've got left to do then at this point is to get a train, which I should build an additional station in reality, or just build it on this side, which will pick up the machines that get created and then taken directly to Birmingham. So I'll bring this in there. There we go. I'll set the line up now, but I won't buy the train just yet. So this is bringing the machines. I'll go pure white on that, and that's going to be our platform. Is it class as number 3? Yeah, it's class as number 3. And that's going to bring it directly into here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we'll call this our Birmingham. If I can spell Birmingham right. Machines. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, that's done. So the wood won't be a problem. This will just keep producing planks. It's already got like 47 on board right now. The biggest issue would be the steel in making sure that we can produce enough. But this is all heavily reliant on making sure we've got enough of the deliveries coming in. Now the coal train's on the way back down again. So it's a case of waiting to see if it runs out in time. That train skedoodles out of here and it's gone. And that's just coming in perfect. Perfect. So consumers, and you can see the difference in the consumers. The Liverpool Machines Factory is the one that feeds the Birmingham one. So you can see what it requires. Oh, no, this is the train for the steel. Okay. So we're definitely going to run out of coal. But the coal train is now only just coming again. Like I said, we'll give it time till we can really see what the balance is that we're going to need. Yeah. We got to wait for that balance. And hopefully with us shipping that off as well, it will up the shipment number and it will slowly then level up. So dropping off the goods, that will then keep producing. I think that's its first drop off right now of a 200 capacity, by the way. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We will have to keep an eye on that. Right, so I'm going to buy the machine train now. I'm going to buy it, but it doesn't need to be a big capacity. So, diesel, bam, cargo. And is it the box car it requires? Yes, it is. We'll give it a 60 capacity. Birmingham machines. There we go. So we now have everything in question to now feed Birmingham the machines. And we should see those numbers slowly start to creep up. We're already gaining population, by the way. We are already gaining it. Now, while we wait for that to all happen, shall we kind of trim off the awkward, non-gridded edges? I feel like we need to. So what I'm going to do right now is delete huge parts of the city for the sake of allowing it to kind of continue growing in its grid fashion, in its grid format. So all this can now go. I do apologise for all the deletings, boys, but you've got to go. You've got to go. And then I won't press play just yet. We'll run this through. Run you down as well. Running this up. There we go. Running you down. And then the connections are all there. They can then do what they've got to do. That solves the grid to that point. Is it annoying that I don't connect that up there? Yeah, probably. But that sorts that out right now. I want to get rid of the awkwardness. The biggest one over there is when it gets around this area. That's when the real problems begin. But will it try and generate anything in the meantime? Because we also have to upgrade the roads as well. The better the roads, the bigger the roads, the bigger the buildings they can actually have on it. So it might be a while before this all kind of rejigs itself. Is there something happened to that road? It looked a little bit smoky there, didn't it? That was kind of weird. But also, we've got to sort out our passenger routes as well, because the passenger routes no longer are on the edge. That used to be the edge of the area. It's no longer, is it? It's no longer. Okay. Okay. So, are we... This is the steel one, right? That is... Yeah, this is the first time we're going to get steel dropped up over here. So, it'll be the first time we do start producing any type of machines for Birmingham itself. So, this is exciting. Wait for that train to get over here. And shortly not far behind it is the train that picks up the machines. So, it won't make a world of difference on this first one. I just want to see how many machines it does produce in this short amount of time. So we play the waiting game. Right, here's the train coming in right now, 1,000,000 miles an hour. There's not many steel on there, so it won't produce that much. It's just how much can it produce before the next train comes. So this will now start producing. There's one on the platform. There's now two. And where's that train? Has it come in yet? That's not it. That's the wood train. Unless it's there waiting over it. Look at the traffic jams, by the way. We've got to sort those out. But we should see the machines train shortly. It's got nearly 10 on the platform. Right, there's a train coming in. That's got to be the train, right? No, that's the wooden train. Oh, wait, hold on. Did it go over here first? Oh, I think it went to Birmingham first. And now it's making its way over here. So, we ain't got many left. It takes 2 to make 1. And on the platform, there's 19. There's about to be 20. That's actually pretty good, considering. That's actually pretty good. So, it's going to pick up, then, a grand total of... 25. I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, how many is on the platform waiting for the next train? Oh, there's quite a bit. That's looking pretty good as well. And, oh, the factory is also leveling up. Are you the ore train? Yes. Factory's leveling up as well, which is perfect because we just dropped the goods off. The coal train's on the way back down as well. We probably need to add an extra carriage or 2 onto that. And as the machines train made it in yet, I believe this is it coming down right now. Machine train. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And let's see Birmingham. So it has 0% on the supply of the products. It's not going to change much. It needs like 1,500, and we're dropping 25 off to it. So it's barely just over 1% supply when you think of it that way. But drops it off. Instantly used half of it. But it's not enough. It's not even a drop in the water to give us the 10% boost. But it will slowly start feeding the city, which is the most important bit. But other than that, boys, the milestone has been reached. We're now feeding Birmingham with machines. We just got to up those numbers. These are rocket numbers. So do I take a look at maybe sorting out the grid here? Because it is a little bit all over the place. Let's not beat around the bush right now. It is very, very all over the place. I feel like I need to delete like large portions of this. I almost have to delete all of it. Oh, it's going to be painful, isn't it? It is going to be painful. I'll save it for now. We'll save it for now. I won't do it just yet. Because there's going to be a lot of configurations I got to do to kind of make it how I want to make it. Birmingham's turning into Milton Keynes, the most gridded city in the world. So let's add some additional coal carriages to this right now. So edit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has a capacity of 300, which is absolutely astronomical. Now this has a capacity of 200. So we'll also add it onto this. 300. But then again, they're both then delivering 300. That's really going to slow the train down, isn't it? It might have been easier to add additional trains. But that's such a short distance though, isn't it? It depends what happens. We'll keep an eye on it. Right. Everything okay over here, by the way? Is he getting enough wood? There's the wood train right now. So how much does it pick up? It's got 91 to pick up over here. 89 over there. It's not the huge demand that maybe we're thinking it would potentially be. Waiting for steel to make its way over here. I think the steel's just been dropped off. Oh no, that's the planks, right? Yeah. Is that the steel train? With 120 on board? Let's go. Right. We're doing it. We are doing it, boys. Now, here's the machines train. Anything on board? Only 6 this time round. That's fine. Because the steel's only just being dropped off. I'm surprised at how good this has now turned out, by the way. I am quite surprised. Right, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of this. We'll play around with a little bit of it. So, if I deleted you... Right, this is going to really, really hurt the city's growth now. So I'm doing it in slight little stages. Who am I kidding? I ain't doing it in stages. No, actually, I'll do it in stages. We'll do this side to begin with. Is that straight? I feel like that's not a straight road. Now, I'm well aware the terrain goes quite high up here. So we'll have a little smoothie. Smoothie. And then roads. I'll run this down. Actually, let's bring this out first. Run you into it. Run you in. We'll have this snapping through. And then bring it a bit further down as well. So I've really destroyed the sea. I really have destroyed the sea. That looks like it would go through here anyway. So that is kind of lined up to where you would want it. but not much else is lined up. So we'll just sort this little section out, because I've got to wait for the city to regen itself as well. So that would have taken like a big hit, but it's one step right now closer to sorting the whole city out. So it hasn't really lost that much, which is all good. But you can see a little bit of dip in the industry when I deleted all of this side. Yikes. Right, anyway. 25 is currently in. Still not enough to give us a 10% boost. 15, 16 on the platform. This is good. We've got enough numbers in here as well to make that difference. And look at the traffic going into Liverpool right now. Now this is traffic coming in and out, actually. It's traffic coming in and out. It's kind of mismatched. It's like it's all trying to come in. We might need to... Do you know what? I'm going to build a bridge over here to kind of split the difference. For the vehicle traffic. Because if they're going down there to turn to come in, or if these coming down here to turn to go in right now, it would take a huge heat off this little area. That's what that would do. But then we've also got maybe the need for more road connection, like getting this here connected. I know that's a little bit squiff, but if I delete that road and then bring this in like this, that might ease again some more burdens. And where they drive into, it's pretty much a dead end almost, isn't it? Yeah, it can't really extend any further. That's a big hill there. I was going to build a road, but I just realised how big that hill was. And they're all tearing through. So we can't... Oh, okay, I see a big issue right now. They're all coming through here to get to there. Now, question. Do I turn it in this into an overpass? Because if they want to connect to this road, I could do a different connection somewhere else. But is that all leading to this area? Right, okay. Just curious, if I did a little bit of a slip road here, will that trick a lot of them into who want to do that right turn to just slip and go? I wonder. I think it needs to be the highway slip road, doesn't it? Now, does it stop here? It does make them stop. So I don't think that is probably the best way to do it, is it? Because it's just causing them to stop again. Not the way forward. Right, scrap that idea then. Having a 4-lane road there, so we can get multiple going straight ahead and turn in as well. So we'll go this style and we'll just bulk that up. We'll bulk up there as well. So we can filter more vehicles in and have 2 turn and continue at once. That'll get a bit more movement there going. Not that many using this. I thought a lot more people would use that. Same with this that bridge there as well. But they're all coming in from this way. So I think it might be a good idea to slightly then bulk this road up. Give them more turning options is the way forward. Because if you bulk it over an additional lane, it means you can have then 2 vehicles enter and exit the junction at once. So I'm bulking this road up now as it goes through into Liverpool. Where does it actually go to? It comes to a dead end there, doesn't it? Well, I'm not sure that's the best idea. I should also think about bulking that road up as well. But that's completely killed off the amount of traffic issues we'll potentially seeing. But yeah, doing the same for that would probably work out well. Because it's completely solved all that. We just need a bigger capacity road. That's all it really turned out to be. So if I upgrade you... Yeah, going that way as well. Leading down to here. Right, go directly in. You might as well go the full distance, the full shebang. And then have this. Just go to there. So we've upped the capacity of that road. And it maybe might be a good idea to go across this way as well. Yeah, we'll do that. And I think that's enough upgrades for this place. Alright. 4-lane roads tearing through all the city. So the traffic issue should then really die down. Because like I said before, we've got the bigger capacity right now. We can have, at best, 2 vehicles turn in the junction at the same time. With the straight on and the right turn. Which alleviates more like the pressures on the roads. Fingers crossed anyway. Right, a few buildings have already started to build here, which is good to see. So they are slowly starting to regen. There's a few additional factories right now popping up here as well. So, have we got enough to have a 10%? No, it's up to 66. Right, okay. There is 42 machines waiting on the platform. That train's now just coming in. So that'll take a load more back, which is going to be really good. And have we got enough planks coming in here as well? Yeah. I think the train's just left by the looks of it. We've 32 on board. I think that train's a little bit too big of a capacity for the short distance it has to travel. This is alright then. This is doing pretty good. We've got 100 and something steel on the platform. And I take it this is the steel train slowly coming in. Oh, I've just realised how much of a hill it has to climb. Oh, no. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realise that was such a gradient on the hill. But this is all turning out to be pretty good right now. We're just going to wait for that train to make its way down. It's 12 off being full. Into Birmingham. Which gives us a little bit more. Now, in terms of the charts, even though we deleted a little bit, we're still moving up, onwards and upwards, making that money. And the city is still growing. So here we go. Another one right now, boys. Dropping off. There we go. We've now got the 10% bonus boost. So it's saying the target population now 5,200. That just seems absolutely ridiculous, doesn't it? It seems absolutely ridiculous. I don't think we'll ever get to that level. Even if we sort out the big kerfuffle that's going on around here right now, I don't know if we'll ever get to that level and that size. Right, has the traffic died down then? Oh, look at that. There's still a few little close encounters because they got to do the little chicane. They got to do a little left-right right now. So I might here just simply upgrade that road and then bend it in to there. Hopefully get them utilizing this way. Less vehicles going down that way. We slightly change it all up. And they'll then choose to go straight ahead instead. Who knows? But hopefully that little bit of a backlog then dies down. It's what we're hoping for anyway. It is what we're hoping for. But you have got to give them a minute to realise the new updated route. But it is pretty cool to see anyway. It is pretty cool to see it all coming together. So, should we see how much money we're now making? I think it's time we take a look. So, have we broke our new record on finances? So, 183 million. Yes. Yes, we have. And then the year previously was 173, which my last previous highest one was 171 million. So even the previous year we just gone through beat our previous highest one. So this episode then we've made even more cash. Nice. Nice. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it right now. So another train coming in right now with the machines. 60 on board right now, which is really good to see. We are making serious cash. The charts of Birmingham are still growing right now. But we've got to get the food over here. That's something that we'll focus on next episode. He's setting up a route for food. And I'm not sure how I'm going to bring that in or how I'm going to do it. But it's going to be pretty interesting, boys. Pretty interesting. Right. Keep feeding it, keep doing what it's going to do, and this is going to be an absolutely monstrosity of a city right now. I'm all here for it, boys. I'm all here for it. So I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.